Why did we start reTHINK, right? That's a really good question. What were we really trying to achieve?
I think just the one-on-one interactions where I've seen the work really successful have been the best parts of this project.
We had a faculty member who came to us and said, I've been wanting this information forever. Thank you for providing us with this data snapshot because it really gives me the information that I need to be able to advise students.
It's been truly a collaborative effort. One of the biggest joys of doing this is I got to learn a lot about different ways of teaching and different ways of learning.
I've talked to a lot of really dedicated educators, and that's been great, just to kind of get that sense that there's a lot of passion here on campus for what we do.
Any one of us would not have been able to do it on our own. It's the collective conversation that really matters.
So reTHINK was really born out of the Provost Challenge. When we started the Provost Challenge, we talked about how it was a way to rethink PSU. And we recognized that soon after we started the Provost Challenge that it would really be the first wave of projects and initiatives and that we needed a much larger umbrella. And reTHINK PSU then became the larger umbrella under which not only the Provost Challenge was developed, but also subsequent projects.
The end result was so dramatically different than our most optimistic projections. I was utterly shocked. And that just demonstrated to me how ready we were to do this kind of work and the depth of creativity and the interest in innovation our faculty and staff members have.
The Provost Challenge impacted me because I have 5 kids and a wife, and I work about 60 hours a week. So going to school on campus is not an option. I don't feel I would be able to get a degree and better my life without this program.
One of the students that I talked to had just been, had taken a job without completing her degree and had just been laid off and was at a point in her industry where she wasn't able to get a job without a degree. And this had happened like all in the week before I called her and was like, hey, have you thought about completing your degree? You're 10 credits shy. The student that I contacted was able to come back, complete her degree, and then pursue a new job in her career. It's not every day that you get to tell someone that they've completed their degree.
A lot of students don't know about the campus resources that could help them stay in school. We had a situation where a student contacted us, was having financial difficulties, wasn't sure if they were going to stay in school. And one of the team members went above and beyond, contacted the University Studies Retention Specialist to find out if there were scholarships the student could apply for, found those scholarships, helped the student apply for the scholarships. The student got those scholarships and was able to stay in school. So that's like the prime example of what we hope that this tool can accomplish.
The community of people are amazing. They're, the doers, the dreamers, the people who will support you when you don't think that you can support yourself.
Doing something once is great, but being able to repeat it is truly outstanding, and I think that's where we are headed.
Students today aren't all the typical student who wants to come to campus and sit in a traditional classroom, so the online platform is really appealing to a lot of students with busy schedules.
Well, the reason for this project is the real need right now in government and the public sector to actually be able to get things done. And in order to do that, people have to know how to work with other folks.
One of the really exciting things about reTHINK has been that, just as I had hoped, this is not a top-down effort. That we started with a broad-based, very creative effort from faculty and staff to come up with great ideas on how to address this broad challenge that we had posed. So it is truly an amazing institution-wide effort. And I think therefore, not only will we have great approaches, but they will last.
Together we showed that we are able to do absolutely cutting-edge work, that we are a national model on how other universities, particularly urban universities, can innovate.
The long-term impact is just all of us are moving forward together, innovative, accessible, flexible.
I think it's going to take us in a direction that we wouldn't have gone.
And I think it's absolutely critical for the university to be this kind of learning institution, to constantly be adapting and innovating.
I want this to become a really embedded part of the culture and the reputation of Portland State.
I think this will grow and evolve into something great for students.